Okay. Hey, you guys. Welcome back to NicoXOXO channel. Welcome all my new subscribers. Your girl done went up in numbers. Welcome to the XOXO family. I want to thank you guys, like always, for always supporting, showing love on my videos. I know I have not been like consistent like how I keep saying, but I have been more consistent than usual. But bear with me, I am working with it. Now, as you can see by the cover of the title, this is my 1 month update. Actually, June 11th made 1 month, so I'm a little bit past my 1 month, but I'm still like in that range in that June to say, going into my 2 months. So I wanted to give myself enough time where I see a change before coming back with a video, because I didn't want to do like a 3-week and because it was just the same. So once I seen that change, I was like, okay, it's time for an update. But this update is in depth. I'm going into details with pricing, doctor, everything I feel like I wish I seen a video where I was updated on or had the knowledge about, because under these situations with COVID and everything has changed when it comes to surgery and things like that. So there are some things that you need to know. And I do believe, I'm not going to say all doctors, but I do believe majority of doctors is probably doing this. So yeah, stay tuned. Keep watching.
Snazzy. Hey. She ain't just classy, call her snazzy.
Okay, let's jump right into this video. I have took my time, got my notepad. I did this like last week sometime, and I actually sat down and really went through everything that I felt was important and that you guys need to know if you are thinking of a breast augmentation, etc. So the first thing I'm going to start with is the doctor. I mean, and this is going to be my experience with my doctor, but I'm also going to throw in little important things that everybody just need to know when it comes to a doctor. Make sure your doctor is board certified. A board certified plastic surgeon. Make sure they didn't have any deaths or malpractice lawsuits. I'm going to leave a link down below where you could make sure your doctor is board certified. Plus, I'm going to leave another website where you can check to see if they had malpractice lawsuits. And as far as for deaths, it's nothing to like Google your doctor name. And if they had deaths, 9 out of 10, they're going to come up. So that's that. Let's go into research. Like, just to piggyback off the doctor, I like to go on Real Self because I get to see real pictures, real comments. I get to see if Real Self certified this doctor as legit. Like, I really like Real Self. And plus, I have been wanting this surgery, I want to say since my first daughter, maybe second daughter, somewhere. They right behind each other. So somewhere around that time. And I have been doing a lot of research behind that and going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And just to let you know, my oldest is 12. So I have really been wanting this for a very long time. And I have been just researching like everything from breast implant companies to doctors to prices to just everything, So this not something that I just thought of overnight. Like, I always had notes, like in any of my notepads, I always had notes like what I want or what I wanted to look. I mean, I did research from people who's my height, my age, my size, what size breasts they got, I really went into research for a very long time. And once I got all my notes down and everything, like what I want, what implant brand I want, make sure that doctor is certified by that implant brand, etc. Like, that's when I started to get the ball rolling. What else? The doctor that I went to, my sister and niece went to. So, okay, this is going to be like weird because I wasn't even supposed to go to this doctor. And sometimes you guys got to go with your first instinct, right? But since my niece and sister went to her and I seen their breasts You know, I have an issue with like, okay, so my sister breasts, I feel like they was too high, right? And then my niece breasts, I felt like they was too low. So, um, but they still had that natural look. You know, everybody want their breasts to look a certain way. So that's how they wanted their breasts to look. You know what I mean? But I wanted that cleavage. I wanted like that really fullness. You know, I didn't want projection out. I just wanted the fullness and the cleavage. That was my preference. That's what I wanted. So they got what they wanted as far as their preference. But even when I look at this doctor pictures, it don't wow me. It don't amaze me. But again, since I seen her work on my niece and my sister, I was like, okay, I'm going to go, you know. And then she is located in Georgia, Valdosta, Georgia. I'm going to leave her information in the description box as well. And I want to say, like, my doctor got to have like bedside manners. And I'm not saying she was rude. She was not rude at all, but she was very like cold, to make, if that was to make sense. She was very cold, not fun, you know, like a boosting personality that most surgeons have. It wasn't that. Like, I went to so many plastic surgeons and they always like, so you finna get your girls done today? You know, like they was very like, you know, I can't explain it. But yeah, she was just like, okay, 400 cc. Just know that they still want to be where they at now. Do you have any concerns? Like, I can't. Like, that right there was like, what in the world? And then so I even asked my niece, I was like, yo, she's very cold, nonchalant, like, ugh. I'm like, and I'm not trying to be funny. You know, I'm not even gonna bring this up in the video because I don't want no one thinking like I'm not even gonna bring this up in the video. I was gonna say something because it is country Georgia, but I'm not gonna bring that up in the video. But anywho, but yeah, my niece was like, yeah, she was like that. And let me let you guys know something. I think my niece had her surgery 5 years ago. So my niece was like, yeah, that's how she is. And that need to change because she makes a person feel uncomfortable, not welcoming. You know what I mean? But again, since I seen her work and everything, I talked to my niece, I talked to my sister. That's just how the lady is. But I seen her work. So at least I seen her work. I was feeling more comfortable due to that. But if I did not see her work, and if I did not know anyone who did her work, who went to her, you know, then I would not have went to her, to be honest with you. I would have went for the consultation, but I would not have her do my surgery based off her personality and how cold she is. You can't be like that when you're going to operate on somebody. You need to make them feel comfortable and welcoming. And that just was not it. And I kid you not, I'm telling you, that's how the lady was. Oh my God. Hubby calling. Give me a second, y'all. Okay, sorry about that, y'all. I had a call coming through. All right. So back to the price. Her price was $5,600, right? And I had to put $1,500 down. So that's what I did. And due to the fact that I wasn't from there, they really worked with me as far as scheduling me very soon. So I didn't have to make like blank trips. My mom is down there, but I'm here in Florida. So I wanted my surgery done around the time that I had to go back home. So they really worked with me and put me on a schedule and everything. And we did everything fast. Now, due to COVID, COVID testing is free. So with them, I believe they charge like $100 and something. I don't know if other doctors are doing this, but if other doctors are doing this, it's free. Just go to one of these little clinics, get it done free, and bring them back the results. Save you $100 and some odd dollars. So that's what I did. I didn't let them do my testing. I went to like one of these little free little clinics thing, and I brought them back the results. Now, if you happen to get exposed to COVID or anything like that, they do charge like a $500 rescheduling fee. Plus, you would have to wait 6 to 8 weeks. Yeah, something like that. You would have to wait 6 to 8 weeks. You happen to have a scheduled surgery, like let's just say the 20th of June, and you happen to get exposed, that schedule will be canceled, and you will have to wait 6 to 8 weeks for your schedule to reschedule your surgery, your plastic surgery again. And that goes for any doctor's office. They have this by law. They have to wait 6 to 8 weeks before they can actually operate on you to do your surgery. So that's something that's going on now due to COVID. And that's what I was talking about under these circumstances with COVID and everything. Things has changed with these plastic surgeries. So that is something that should be going on at every practice. If it's not, then you need to question it, because that is something that should be going on at every practice, no matter where you at. So make sure you ask the doctor that, because you don't want to be spending like no extra money and things like that, not knowing what is their rescheduling fee. And even like they gave me this, do I have it? They made this whole little cute little binder for me. Let me go get it. Hold on, let me find it. Okay, I found it. So once you get your COVID, everything, you going through the policy, they had made me a whole, a whole book. It has like schedule date, like everything. They had made a whole book like for me, and it has all the information I need, my procedure, what I'm getting, how to take care of it, before and after, what to do, vitamins to take. Brand that I wanted was Mentor, right? And she was a Mentor provider, which is the brand of the implants, but she no longer work with Mentor. She do Natural. That's what it is. They give you a pamphlet book and everything. So due to the fact that I wasn't knowledgeable about that brand, and I was so knowledgeable about Mentor, because that's where I did all my research at, I had to I still went through with it, but before surgery and everything, I had to do my research on that brand. I wanted to know, was there any recalls? Was there any cancer going on? Was there any capsular contractors? What was the percentage rate, if it was? Like I said, when you're getting surgery done to your body, you guys need to research and really go into depth, not only with the doctor, but with the brand that they're working with. Ask them. Don't be afraid. They should tell you, and they should not hesitate on telling you. So I went to that Natural website. I researched. I looked for recalls, everything. They did have recalls on something, but it wasn't nothing serious on why they had a recall, but not with the implants that I have. With that being said, the implants that I have by them is Naturella, high profile. I got it behind my muscle. I got 385 cc. I got cut under my breast. I was normally a 36 to 38 B cup. So now that the swelling and everything went down, I'm a 38 C cup. So I can somewhat fit a 36 C cup, but I'm like a perfect 38 C cup. Now, as far as cups goes, do I have a chart? I'm going to insert a chart somewhere here. And as you looking at the chart, you can see how the CCs work and where they place you at as far as cups goes. So I just wanted it to be what I was before the kids. And I didn't want, like I told you guys in the beginning, I didn't want nothing high projecting, anything. I just was really wanted roundness and my cleavage back. So I'm happy with my size. I'm happy with like the roundness and my cleavage. I'm happy with that stuff. It's just some other little things that, kind of bother me. But I'm going to get into all that. Medication. I don't even think I spent that much in medication, to be honest with you. Because things was like 17, 20. And, sometimes CVS be having this little discount card or Walgreens. So just look into all that stuff too. But I don't even think I spent more than $200 on all my medication. And I had like 8 different medications. Now, before the surgery, you have to take multivitamins. The Alive Woman Energy vitamins, multivitamins. I'm always taking these. So, like I said, it wasn't nothing new when she said to take multivitamins. Now, you're going to take vitamin C. I got this brand. And what vitamin C do, it just help with the healing process. And I take once a day. The vitamin C you would take twice a day. One of the medications was something that I rubbed in my nose 2 weeks, for 2 weeks before surgery or a week before surgery. I would rub that in my nose in a day and at night, twice a day, I believe. Yeah. And basically what that would do, it just building my immune system up to help fight any infections that may happen. That's what that was. The vitamin C, I didn't start until after. And vitamin E, I didn't start until after. And what vitamin E do is it's a antioxidant, and it just helps with capsular contractors. So it helps to avoid that. Let's get into the surgery items that you need. And I got almost everything off Amazon. They want you to wear something that's easy for them, because remember, like when you going through surgery, when you're going out of surgery, they have to dress you. So you want to just get something easy for them to put on you. So what I did was I went and I ordered a robe and slippers off Amazon. Well, I didn't have to order the slippers. I already had them, but I ordered a robe, and I would suggest slippers that could just slide onto your feet to pack in your bag so they could just dress you easily. Compression socks you would need just to compress your legs so you don't get no clots and stuff after surgery. So did they have me put that on before? They had me put compression socks on before I went into the room. Dow soap, antibacterial Dow soap. So make sure the soap that you buy from Dow is antibacterial. That's what you would bathe with during the whole time. I already used Dow on a normal basis, so that was nothing new, but they did tell me to get that. What else? Silicone scar tape, scar sheet, I'm sorry, or tape, however. Let me see. Your doctor should give you something like this. Something like this that you would change out once a week for your scars. Something like this. But me, I'm very extra. So what I do is I brought Mederma, and I brought silicone scar sheets. This is something like silicone scar sheets too that doctors have. But you can order this off Amazon too. So my doctor was like, only doctors could give you this. Wait, hold on. Yeah, only doctors could give you this. But you can order this off Amazon. Just like micropore, like in the inside. Type that, 3M, you will order this off Amazon. So you can't put Mederma right away. I would say wait like 4 weeks before you start putting Mederma. My doctor wanted me to wait like 3 months after, but no, because I'm a keloid prone person. So, and I'm extra, okay? When it comes to scarring, I'm extra. I be trying to avoid a lot of stuff. So I not only use this by itself, I will put the Mederma on my scar. And what I would do is I would really rub the Mederma in until it's dry. You don't want to do it when it's wet. You don't want to just put the Mederma and it's still wet and then put the tape, because it's not going to stick. So you want to put the Mederma, you want to rub it in till it's dry. Then you're going to, I brought these. And I ordered this from Amazon. And it's time for me to order some more though. And what I do is I take one. This is the silicone scar sheet. What I do, I take one and I cut it in half, going straight across. Because my scar is like, it's not even though I cut this in half like this, my scar not even that big. My scar probably like from here to like here. from there to there. So I will cut this in half like that, and I will once the Mederma had dried, I will put this over my scar, because this is what really supposed to help for keloid. I just was making sure I don't feel that keloid lump type feeling, and if I did, like this, I put the Mederma, I put this over it tight, flattening that keloid tight. Then I will come in with this tape. You don't want this tape to have no wrinkles, no nothing in it. You want it as smooth as possible when you putting it over. So with the tape, I would literally put it from here to here like that. Once again, tight and making sure it's smooth over my scar. So you would do that. You would change that out once a week. Me, I do like a week and a half. I do once a week to like a week and a half. Sometimes I do twice a week because I want to put Mederma more. So, you know, it is what it is. That's how I take care of, and this is the Mederma that I use. And that is how I take care of my scar. I'm going to continue to take care of my scar like that for however long I feel. I don't care if it's a year. I'm going to continue to use Mederma, continue to use the silicone scar sheet. I'm going to continue to use that process for however long I need to, until I feel like, okay, bam, it's resolved. And to be honest with you, when I say my scars look amazing, they look really good, but I'm still not going to stop. And that's because of what I'm doing. You know what I mean? So I'm still not going to stop. And my doctor said, like, if I do start to feel like a keloid or whatever, let her know. I could come back and she could shoot me with some type of steroid that will flatten it out. But me buying this with the Mederma and the tape that she gave me, so far everything has been good. I had brought a stabilizer band. My doctor suggests not to use it, not to use the stabilizer band. I had brought a stabilizer band based off like my research and things that I was reading about. So I had ordered a stabilizer band before surgery. But when I told her I ordered a stabilizer band, she told me not to use it. So once again, I'm extra. So I used it. Because she was like, let them fall naturally. You know, don't use it. They will fall naturally. But a stabilizer band really help. It don't only help drop your breasts from being so high. It also help with stabilizing that muscle. Stabilizing your implant to that muscle. And keeping it there, sealing it. You know what I mean? So that helped just alone, like the pain, the pressure, putting the stabilizer band on really help with that pressure, pain feeling. Because what it's doing is it's like putting that pressure, that compression that it needs. It needs compression. That's why you wear these. But these, this with the stabilizer band, it's work wonders. So I don't even see why she's like, no, don't use it. She need to get updated, because honey, this worked. And how my breasts, I didn't use it like in the beginning. I was using it a lot, and then I slowed down. So like I use it like right now. I lose maybe like 2 days out of the week. I will use this. 2 days out of the week, 1 to 2 days out of the week, I would use it. And what I would do is I probably have it on all day. So 1 to 2 days out of the week, I would have it on all day. As far as the incision, let's get into that. The incision I wanted was around my nipples. That's what I wanted, right? But my doctor was like, she doesn't do that. And I was like, because that's what I always wanted. I never wanted nothing under my breasts. But the only incision that she did was under the breast. And the reason why she told me that she just don't do it is because going through your milk ducts and all of that and all of them veins and everything that's connected with your nipple, you are highly prone to capsular contracture, germs, infections going through your nipples. Which I did my research about that, but it's just not something that she does. So I just went ahead and agreed to be cut under my breast. And I made sure that she understand my concern was scarring, because how my body heals normally on a regular little cut. I made that so important. Scarring, like, that's my main concern. So she understand, and you want to ask a question, especially if you're going through surgery, don't be scared. Ask all the questions that you need to ask. And if that doctor have a problem with it, then that doctor don't need to be the one who operate on you. Ask all the questions that you want to have. Even though this doctor was a little bit cold, I could ask a question and she could answer it. I could video her and she'll answer. I could text her through their little app that they had. You could text the doctor after surgery if you feel a concern, you feel something wrong. And she answered. She was actually really there. Even though she just have this coldness about her. I guess that's just her personality. So don't ever be scared to ask a doctor questions. If you feeling some type of way and you want to know something, ask. Make sure you write your questions down so you don't forget. Sometimes I used to be out doing my errands and a question would come to my head and I would have my notebook, because I keep my notebook in my purse. And I would have my notebook and I would put my notebook out and I would write it down just so I don't forget. Like, make sure you have all your questions, everything that you like. Don't be scared to ask no questions when it comes to the doctor. That's what I'm going to say. It's your body. Ask all the questions you need to ask. Now, I'm going to say, like, if you flying in from, like, out of town and stuff like that, make sure to have extra money. Make sure to have accommodations, your accommodations put together way before time. Make sure to have extra money just in case something pop up, surgical leave, emergency, whatever. Just make sure you have everything put together and accommodated for your surgery if you're flying out of town. Make sure everything is put together. Stay on top of whoever. If it's the Airbnb, if it's the recovery house, stay on top of all of that. Your transportation, stay on top of all of that to make sure that everything is put into place in its own go. Remember, read the fine friggin' lines, okay? Every plastic surgery office have fine friggin' lines. Make sure you read their policy. I read her policy, this little book here with all the rules and regulations. I read this probably 100 times just to make sure I ain't miss nothing. Make sure you read the policies, because you don't want nothing to come back and nip you in the butt. Make sure you read the policies. Make sure. Now, what I want to get into is after. So you guys seen how I was after my surgery on the first video that I uploaded. That was literally hours after my surgery. So now that time has passed or whatever, you see changes in your breast and you like, something wrong. You know what I mean? Like, you see these changes. I'm going to say, don't stress. Don't stress, sis. Or don't stress, boo. Like, don't stress. Don't panic. If it's looking too high, they will eventually fall. Because in my first video, y'all know my breast was like uphill. Uphill. But they done fall. They done fall very nice. So I'm going to say the swelling has went down tremendously. So don't stress. It's just through the healing process, you don't know what your breast's going to look like until like 3 to 6 months. You know, you may see one breast looking uneven, like, or too high. That's all of the healing process. One breast may drop before the other breast. That's all part of the healing process. So don't panic, sis. Don't panic, boo. Now, chill. Don't stress. You know what I mean? It's all part of the healing process. Seeing your breast go through this weird different phases and stuff. It's all part of the healing process. Now, exercising. Your exercising is very, very, very important to do. Once they take that your stitches out, you can start your breast exercises. Once they take your stitches out. So once my stitches was taken out, my doctor said I could start my breast exercises. So I do those breast exercises all the time throughout the day, multiple times throughout the day, because this is what helps you not get capsular contracture. And your breast will feel hard in the beginning and everything like that. Don't think it's capsular contraction. you will know, like you will feel something pulling, your breast will probably look deformed, or one breast will probably look deformed or something like that. But yeah, doing those exercises is very, 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 very important. And I went through this phase like, oh my God, why my breasts look like this, la 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 la. But as time went on, I started seeing like, okay, boom, like for me to look the way I look now, and I'm only like a month and a week or something like that, or a month and 2 weeks, like something like that. For these to look like this now, I'm like, damn, I'm not even like 3 months in, because they say by the time your third month come, you will have an idea of what your breast will really look like. And if you do see something that's wrong, most likely it may stay like that. And you will have to wait a year to go back and fix whatever it is. So 3 months, you was most likely, like that's how your breast will look once you get to your 3 months mark. But you still have that 3 to 6 months to really get the full look of your breast. So my breasts, I'm a month and 2 weeks, I believe, in, and they'll feel a little hard or whatever, but not that hard. And I could squeeze them and they drop like really nice. As far as like bras and stuff, don't buy no bras until after. I have so many bras that I can't fit. Buy no bras until after surgery, because you're swollen and that's not your actual size you will be. Once your swelling go down, then you will have an idea of what your actual size would be. So how I told you guys I was a 38. After surgery, I was a 40C. That's how swollen I was. Now that all my swelling went down, these bras are too big now. It has a lot of room in them now. So look, so I'm ordering 38C bras off of Amazon. As far as bras go, I would say wait until the swelling go down before you start buying bras. I brought a lot of bras, and yeah, I don't know what to do with them. And they're so cute that I don't want to give them away, but I don't know, whatever. No cleaning, no working this muscle, and you will be surprised. Everything we do throughout our daily life, brushing our teeth, is like working this muscle, you know? Washing our face, going like this, putting the water, is like working this muscle. Bathing ourselves is like working this muscle. I was like, damn, we really do use those muscles constantly. Like, and I never realized that until breast surgery. So no sweeping, no lifting. On a scale of 1 to 10, how happy I am. I can't sum up my whole happiness in that, because it's like, for me, it's different categories. The size of my breast, I'm a 10. I'm happy with it, the size of it. The roundness of my breast, it's a 10. You know, I'm happy with that. But there are some things that I feel like in 6 months, I'm going to give myself, if it's still there, I would go to the original first doctor that I wanted to go to revise it. So give yourself a good 6 months to really see how you're going to look. So there are some things that I'm a little about. I don't know if it would still be there like in 6 months. So I don't know. But if it is, I will go and get a revision. You know how sometimes when you go to the doctor's office, they'll let you know if you need a lift, if a lift will be better, or what do you think? This particular doctor, it's like she lets you make your decision. You know what I mean? She don't say, well, if your implants come out like this, you know, so I suggest you get a lift, like other doctors would do. I never went to a doctor that say, where I went in and said, okay, I want 350cc, I want high profile, this is what I want. And the doctor just say, okay. Don't suggest nothing. Don't say, well, I recommend this. Nothing. Just go by what you say. And that is how she was. And in my head, I'm like, huh? Like all the doctors I went to, they would let me know if I need a lift. I had some doctors that said I don't need a lift. And I had some doctors that said they would recommend a lift to give me the most out of my appearance. Looking at me, how you not recommend, well, I think you should be this size because it would give you more volume. Plus, with your weight and the size that you are, you don't want to go too small because you want everything to be proportionate. I mean, she ain't recommend nothing, no suggestions, no nothing. So that was a little weird to me. And another thing that was a little weird to me is everyone don't have twin breasts, identical twin breasts. Everyone has one breast bigger than the other. Not something that a person could really see unless they staring, but everybody have a different size breast. One breast is always different than the other size. So almost all the doctors that I went to said that the bigger breasts have to take less CC and the little breasts have to take more CC just to balance the shape out, to make it an even shape in both breasts. This particular doctor, she ain't do none of that. So she put the same amount of CC in both of my breasts, right? Well, all of my consultations, I never had a doctor that said to put the same amount of CC in both of my breasts. You know what I mean? So I feel like one of my breasts are bigger than the other when you staring, or, you know, people can't tell. And a lot of people telling me like it's all in my head or it's just a slightly or something like that. But if it stays like that, then I will go back to a revision to get the little breast with a little bit more CC to balance it out with the other breast. And also, I feel like I need a lift. I just feel like my breasts need a slight lift. So if I was to go back, I would get a slight lift and more CC in my right breast. And I would go to the original doctor that I wanted to go to here. So I know when I do go to him, he's going to say, you know, like, that's what you get, you know? But, yeah. So that's the only, like, concern that I have pertaining to my job, my boob job. So now here goes the best part about it. I'm going to show you guys how they look now. All right. So I went ahead and switched out my bra because I want you guys to really see what I'm talking about. This tit is like more full, more rounder than this tit. You know what I mean? And that is because she put the same CC in both. I just feel like this one is just like more full, you know, and this one is full as well, but I just don't know. Like, I don't know. They look good though. They look good. Like, now I wanted to show you guys like how I have the tape. So my scar is like here. Here. This tit just really healed and really dropped better than this breast. And you will have that. And they said that it's normal to happen. One breast do better than the other. So this one, I still feel like a little pain and soreness around the incision. And this one is just, it's, you know, like it's doing its thing. So yeah, like I'm happy with it, but I just want this one to be a little bit more fuller than this one. And I think I really do want that slight lift. But we are seeing 6 months. So right now, this is just my 1 month update. And yeah, like, I'm happy with the cleavage I have, you know, like, yeah, I'm happy with it, you know, or whatever. All right. That is my results right now. And I'm going to just continue to update you guys. I'm not going to do if I see like a drastic change for the 2 months, then I would do one. But if I don't, most likely I'm going to come back at 3 months, 3 or 4 months. So we could really see what they look like. I don't believe I left anything out. I don't think so. But if you guys have any questions or anything that you feel like I left out, you guys could email me as always or leave the comment down in the description box. for some reason my subscribers love privacy, and I do get emails a lot, but yeah, I don't feel like I left anything out, but I will leave the doctor's information. Everything I will leave down in the description box, and also the first doctor that I was going to go with information as well. And most likely he will be the one to do my revision and correct what I feel like may need to be correct if it does not change. Other than that, that's the end of this video. I hope I was very informative. I hope you guys got a lot of info out of this video. And yeah, I want you guys to be safe, because you know we still under that little restriction somewhat. So I want you guys to be safe. Thank you for tuning in and watching my video. And I will be back with, you know, another video real soon. I'm also going to do mirror dry. I had my appointment yesterday, so I will let you guys, I would do videos on that and let you guys know about that. I have some other things going on with me next year in February, and I will keep you guys posted with that as well. My next video will be an educational video, because I keep getting my RBT people emailing me. I have written down all of you guys' questions, and I'm actually going to do that video next, just to get it out the way, because I know you guys have been really waiting for that video. But yeah, thank you, merci, and I will see you guys later.
Snazzy. Hey. She ain't just classy, call her snazzy.